Coming up on this week's edition of Inside the Tribe, you'll get an inside look at some upcoming NHS activities.
Plus, Jack's back with Rebecca in the Raider Report, and we'll get a glimpse of how to keep EP classy and not trashy. Inside the Tribe starts right now.
Now, from the Raider Nation, and voted one of the best in the Midwest, this is East Peoria's own Inside the Tribe.
Thanks for joining us on this edition of Inside the Tribe. I'm Sarah LaHood.
And I'm Belle Rakestraw. The anti-bullying thought of the week is submitted by Mrs. Norman. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. That quote was said by Maya Angelou.
Congratulations to our November Student of the Month, Jerry Decker. Jerry is the top nomination selection for Student of the Month, and he received 5 nominations from various teachers. Teachers believe that Jerry is very hardworking, responsible, kind, and a respectful young man. Jerry contributes not only academically to the classroom, but is also a positive and friendly peer to his classmates.
Since Sarah is here anchoring this week, Becca Ransom is here with Jack to give us some shout-outs in this week's Raider Report.
Jack and I sat down with Anas Abdallah and Jalen Parker to get their take on the upcoming boys basketball season.
Thanks, ladies. Our first shout out goes to the EP chess team who competed at the Morton Invitational Chess Tournament on Saturday, November 3rd. Paul Peterson finished the day with 3 wins for the varsity team. Overall, the varsity team improved their record over last year with a 2-2 finish.
In the Open Tournament, Orion Rangel, Joe Chrysler, and Parker Bailey all earned 3 wins. In the Bug House Tournament, the teams of Lexi Dortch and Ethan Klein and Griffin Watson and Tyler Eckberg went 3-1. Great job, chess team.
Our next shout out goes to the EP speech team who competed at the Canton Tournament on November 3rd.
Alyssa Flatbeer placed 7th in extemporaneous speaking, Kirsten Brummett placed 4th in humorous speaking, Madeline Angolia placed 3rd in informational speaking, and Tess Schneblin placed 2nd in prose speaking. Great job, speech team.
Our last shout out goes to Keaton Vandal who placed 89th out of 200 runners at last Saturday's state cross country meet. Not too bad for a sophomore. Last week, Sarah and I sat with 2 varsity basketball players, Anas Abdallah and Jalen Parker, to get their input about the upcoming season.
Hi, I'm Sarah LaHood, and I'm here with seniors Anas Abdallah and Jalen Parker to ask them a few questions about the upcoming basketball season. So, Jalen, what school did you come from, and what are some differences in the basketball teams?
I came from Central. The difference in the basketball teams, to me, for one, the coach. I really like the coach. The coaching staff that's here.
Okay, and Anas, how do you predict the boys will do this season?
I think we're going to do really good. We got some buckets on our team. Most of us were juniors last year. We had like 2 seniors, so we got a lot of knowledge and know what we do this year.
And Jalen, what are some goals you have for you and the team this year?
Some goals for me and the team this year: to win state and to win state.
All right, thank you, Jalen and Anas. Thursday, in observation of American Recycle Day, the Tazewell County Health Department along with Better Earth Composting will be here during our lunch periods to collect food scraps to be composted. They will also have a table set up where you can learn about composting and see actual compost. Thursday, we will also start our food rescue and food share program of collecting unopened and uneaten foods to be donated.
Have you ever wanted to tour the Colosseum in Rome? How about walking the ancient streets of Pompeii? The International Club will be traveling to Switzerland and Italy in June 2020. There will be an informational meeting on Wednesday, November 14th at 6 p.m. in Mrs. Lamb's room for those interested in attending. Want information right away? Stop by Mrs. Fleming's room to pick up an order form.
Any student who is unable to attend the meeting for the spring musical can pick up the information from Mr. Moore in the attendance office as well as Mrs. Fleming or Miss Church's room. Auditions for the spring musical will be November 13th and 15th. You only have to attend 1 audition.
This year's blood drive will be held on November 16th at 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. You must be 16 years old to donate. All donors will receive a coupon for Culver's and a Red Cross t-shirt. See Mr. Green in 103E or sign up at lunch.
You Care is a student-run mental health and wellness group. For our November event, we want to highlight some of the ways EPCHS students engage in self-care. For example, listening to music or watching Netflix. Send a picture of your favorite self-care activity to the email at the bottom of your screen. At the end of November, 2 entries will be drawn and the winners will receive Bradley University apparel. Coming up, you'll get an inside look at NHS and the different activities and events they have planned.
Also, you'll get an inside look at how to have a bit more pride in your school in keeping EP clean.
Hi, I'm Nate Semergan, and I'm here with Mr. Diggle and Becca Ransom, here to talk about some future events for NHS. So, Mr. Diggle, what organization are you guys partnered with this year?
So, once again, we are partnering with the United Way, which is a kind of catch-all charity that then distributes the money it raises to a variety of groups and businesses that need that money to help out those less fortunate in the East Peoria area. And that's the nice part about the organization. All the money raised does stay local here in East Peoria. So we're not raising money for the folks in Peoria or Woodford County. It all stays right here in East Peoria.
All right, Becca, what events are coming up this year for NHS?
All of these events are happening the last week of November. First, we have a coin jar war with your first hour, and whichever first hour wins will have a donut party. And then we have a home cooked meal competition with the staff, and we may let students pay to enter to be a judge for that competition. And the last one we have will be a cutest pet competition, so you'll be able to donate to judge that at lunch. And lastly, just a reminder that staff can donate with paycheck donations.
All right, Mr. Diggle, anything you'd like to add?
It's just a wonderful opportunity. You know, the folks at United Way have always spoken so highly of the effort that our kids have put forth here. I think last year we raised somewhere in the neighborhood of $5,000 for United Way, which is obviously every little bit helps. And again, all that money staying right here in East Peoria to help those that need it most, especially at this time of year. So any little bit you can afford to give to your homeroom or your first hour classes, please do. Vote for the cutest pet, Scooter Diggle for cutest pet. And just whatever you can do, every little bit helps, and we certainly appreciate it.
This next segment of Inside the Tribe is brought to you by
Yep, that's me. I bet you're wondering how I got here. Well, it all started with some trash.
You must get cool, bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Trash. Trash never sleeps. Litter bugs.
They have no respect for school property. They just trash the place. Despicable. Don't trash the place or I'll be coming for you.
Don't trash the hallways. It's rude to the school, and it's rude to the people who have to clean up after you. What if a guest came in and saw all of this?
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come?
Dang, I missed her. It's Sandra's speech homework. Make sure you throw your trash in the trash can. I won't be here to clean it up. Don't be like the trash you throw on the floor.
Wait! Your trash doesn't go in the recycling bin. Banana peel, not a recyclable. And even though paper can be recycled, the stuff on this is trash, so it should go in the trash can. When you put trash in a recycling bin, it creates more work for the people who are doing recycling throughout the building to weed through the recycling bin to put the trash in the trash can. Any questions?
Self-fulfilled litters have no respect for school property.
How did you find me? Was it Dawson?
Never mind that, Sandra. How did it come to this? You used to love this school, you know.
I just wanted to be like you.
Don't be like Sandra here. We all have to be in this school, and throwing trash around does nothing good. Keep the halls and bathrooms clean, and keep trash in the garbage cans and recycling in the recycle bins. Don't inconvenience your school staff by trashing EP. Wherever there is trash, I will be there. I am always watching and ready to strike at the smallest misdemeanor, because I am Cassandra Miller and I respect my school.
That's not all, but that's all we have time for today. For the full set of announcements, listen to Becca Ransom every day during Raider Hour.
Also, be sure to follow us on Instagram at inside_the-tribe.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's edition of Inside the Tribe. I'm Sarah LaHood.
And I'm Belle Rakestraw. And from everyone here at Inside the Tribe, have a great Raider Day.